Parents, we're here today to talk about the Orbeez gel gun challenge that your students might be seeing on social media. Now, first off, we'll start by saying that some popular media sources have tried to disprove that this is a social media challenge. However, in our research, we found the hashtags. We found videos of using Orbeez in a toy gun and encouraging others to participate in this challenge. We've also found lots of different examples across the country talking about how these incidents have disturbed communities. So today we're going to show you all that. First off, let's talk about what is the Orbeez gel gun challenge. The challenge started on TikTok with the hashtag Orbeez challenge. The basis is that participants fill an airsoft gun, which is a replica toy gun, or a gel blaster with Orbeez gel balls. Now, if your little kids know Orbeez gel balls, you simply hydrate them in water to make them real soft. In this challenge, some participants take those gel balls and freeze them, making them even harder when they hit a person or an object using those toy guns. After they fill the toy guns with the gel beads or the frozen balls, participants record themselves shooting at people or objects to see what harm they can cause to people or to other people's property. Let's look at some of the issues that have been seen around the country. From Tennessee, Channel 8, their headline said, "Multiple juveniles charged after participating in TikTok challenge." In their article, they say a victim was shot in the forehead and chest. A 17-year-old was identified and charged with assault. As a result, the juvenile was sent through the Knox County Juvenile Pretrial Diversion Program. They were also required to pay court costs, medical expenses, and complete 32 hours of community services. That 17-year-old has a lot on their record right now. But what's worse than a criminal charge? That article from Tennessee continues. Their expert said, "You never know if the person you're shooting at could have a real gun and turn that real gun on you once you fire." So that would be significantly worse than a criminal charge. You actually end up dead because someone else is shooting back at you. And that is the scary part for parents. We hope that you can talk to your students about the long-term consequences and the unknown that these viral social media challenges don't show. Here's another example from Detroit. Their headline said, "Orbeez gel bead shooters terrorizing, injuring Dearborn residents, police say." Now let's hear what the Dearborn, Michigan police chief said on social media to help talk about this incident to his community.
Dearborn Police Chief Issa Shaheen here to discuss the Orbeez challenge and what's been happening in Dearborn.
The Dearborn Police Department has now responded to over 15 incidents involving these splat guns in the last 2 weeks, where innocent people have been shot and injured or property has been damaged. We've made 6 arrests, 2 for assault, but we still have individuals that we would like identified and we will arrest involving an incident that occurred on March 17th in the area of Outer Drive in Monroe near Custard Co., where approximately 30 individuals were shot. The video involves a white Mercedes C-Class, and we believe that individuals in town can identify who is responsible.
Dearborn, this is not a joke. I promise you, if you do this in the city, you're going to get caught and there'll be severe consequences.
Here's another example from Tampa Bay, Florida. Fox 13's headline said, "This is not a kid's game. Polk County Sheriff warns Orbeez challenge has dire consequences." They said in the article, it's a second-degree felony to shoot somebody with a projectile at a very minimum. And here's yet another example from San Diego this time. Channel 8 CBS said, "These can be really dangerous. Dangerous Orbeez challenge hits San Diego County." In their article, they explain Chula Vista police say that they've had dozens of these incidents reported in the area alone. A lot of these kids think it's just a prank, but what they don't know is that they could get charged with a felony and end up doing jail time. These are toys, a toy gun, toy Orbeez, but the way that the kids are using them turns into these felonies and criminal prosecutions. If that's not enough to bring this home for you, let's look at one more from Phoenix, Arizona. Fox 10 headline said, "Gilbert teen shot with splatter gun, incident possibly related to TikTok challenge." In the article, they say they're very dangerous. They can shoot the balls up to 50 miles per hour, leave welts, and they're very powerful. They rolled down their window, just did a smirky smile, and waved. So why should parents and educators care about these Orbeez challenge? If you didn't hear it from those articles, shooting anything from an airsoft or a gel blaster toy gun could cause damage to property or harm another person. With the increase in these toys due to the social media challenge, law enforcement across the country, like we just saw, are warning communities that using a fake gun can carry serious penalties. Recordings of shooting at people or property and then sharing it on social media could be used by law enforcement and prosecuting individuals of these crimes, and it could potentially end in jail time. Bystanders or police may determine that the toy gun may be real weapons on first glance, and they could respond with force of a real weapon. So what can parents and educators do to help keep our kids safe online? If your family allows using toy weapons, teach your students about gun safety, even if it's a toy. Talk about appropriate places and ways to use the toy guns like the airsoft or the gel blaster, like in a controlled environment or in your own home. Remind students that any replica of a gun could be considered to be a real weapon by others, and show students the warnings from law enforcement in your area or the ones that we showed you here from other parts of the country to remind them that destroying other people's property or hurting people is illegal, and posting that evidence of them doing so on social media could very well likely be used against them in prosecution. Finally, talk with your students about what they are doing if they're suddenly interested in Orbeez gel balls that may seem out of the ordinary. So if you have a teenage kid that all of a sudden wants to order a bulk shipment of Orbeez gel balls, maybe have a conversation about what their purpose of those toys are. So final thoughts, just because other people you see on social media are doing it and getting likes or follows, ask yourself, is the risk really worth it for you and your future? I'm Beth with smartsocial.com. Today we talked about the Orbeez social media challenge. Parents, I hope today you found some good examples to show your kids of why this social media challenge should not be a game. Please remember to rate, subscribe, review to our YouTube channel on this video to help us continue sharing more videos like this to other parents and educators like you. If you want to get more easy to follow tips and advice to keep your kids safe on social media, visit smartsocial.com/newsletter to join our twice a week email to get tons of tips about the hottest trends in social media today. Thanks and have a great day.